Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Demon Souls. As you can see, I am not where I left off at the end of the last episode, and there are several reasons for that. Well, only one reason, and that reason is my capture device froze while I was recording, and I noticed luckily kind of quickly, but still around like 6 minutes of the first recording was lost. So we're gonna start off here again. I just went ahead and shot off this statue here, which was obviously the arrow trap. And I went in here and picked up 2 of the treasures. And might as well finish up picking up the rest of them. Many there are just souls, but I already picked up the really interesting one. And the humanity. I'm just gonna call them humanities. Stone of the Ephemeral Eye is like way too annoying to say. But the most interesting thing you can pick up here, and something you should definitely pick up, it's worth shutting this trap off in order to get it, is the Clever Rat's Ring. This thing is essentially the red tearstone ring of this game. However, this thing is ridiculous. If you thought the red tearstone ring was ridiculous in Dark Souls 1, you should check out this thing. Let's go ahead and read the description. A simple gold ring engraved with the seal of a small animal. Increases attack power when HP is below 30%. Held by Lord Riddell, which I know it's Lord Ridiel according to the game, but it's obviously Riddell, known as Little Allant. There is also the Dull Rat's Ring, which forms a matching set with this ring. It's interesting that in this description they call Lord Ridiel Little Allant. For anyone who doesn't know in terms of the lore, Allant is the king of Boletaria. So it's almost like they're trying to indicate that Riddell is a prince, but then they never make like any mention of it other than here. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, since I lost the recording for the first part, I'm gonna show you the path I took to get here. So you go through this statue, or not statue, this tower here, which leads out to this courtyard. And we came down these stairs right here. And if we go in here, this area, remember in the previous episode when I got to those 2 locked doors that I said we could open up later? Well, this is kind of the other side of those 2 locked doors. You need to get the warden's key, which you pick up at the first floor right there, where I was in the previous episode. And you can unlock these 2 doors and proceed on with the level. I did have to search around for like a few minutes before figuring this out. But you know, we're there, and everything seems to be working so far. So we just unlocked this door and proceeded to the statue there and shut it off. I am using the Mercury Rapier. I did check out the S-Stock, but it's like, look at this shit. Obviously R1 is the normal S-Stock moveset. This is R2. What the hell? I honestly didn't know this, but apparently the S-Stock in this game just has the standard Rapier moveset. Which is extremely disappointing because the main reason you want an S-Stock is... Actually, you know what? It might be better to go to the other side right away. The main reason you want an S-Stock is for the slashing attacks. So again, kind of disappointing, but you know, things are bound to be different in this game. So back to what I was saying, the Clever Rat Ring in this game is absolutely ridiculous. Just like in Dark Souls, it affects all types of damage because in Dark Souls 2 it only affects, the Red Tearstone Ring only affects physical damage. Here it affects all type of damage. And the reason it's ridiculous is because there is a weapon in this game, which I probably will pick up because I guess it's basically free. The weapon is called the Morion Blade, and the Morion Blade has the same effect as this ring. So basically, what you can do is double stack Red Tearstone Ring effects, and then your attack rating goes through the roof. It's ridiculous. At that point, if you cast like a firestorm, you can one-shot a lot of people online. And that was apparently, from what I've heard, because I've never actually played online for an extended period of time in this game, that was like the meta at one point. This guy over here, let's go talk to him.
a humble servant. I do not wish to interfere. I won't cause you trouble. I won't.
You're no humble servant. If you didn't pick up from the messages and the weird aura here, this boss, I think, is one of the most unique ones in the entire Soul series. In terms of this mechanic, this is something they've only ever done with this boss here. The boss is called the Fool's Idol, and essentially, she is unkillable. If you kill her, she is just going to respawn endlessly. The only way to actually get her to die is to kill that summoner right there. And let's see if we can make the drop. Yes, we can. This is Widow's Lotus, which is actually going to come in handy in this next encounter right here. Because jumping down here is our first Black Phantom encounter. Now, she is not that difficult, honestly. Mainly because she has a dagger. Kind of, I don't know which like NPC this would resemble the most in the other Souls games. I guess it's like Lycia or something. Or Nameless Usurper, if you don't want it spoiled. I guess she's like the most similar to that because she has like a dagger, quick attacks, but honestly, she's not that powerful. The only thing you have to watch out for, the reason those pickups right there are Widow's Lotuses, is because she carries a weapon called the Baby's Nail. Is she poisoned? Yes, she is. Alright, once she's poisoned, she's pretty much done for. Black Phantoms do not heal. Well, some of them do, but I'm pretty sure that this one doesn't. This one is kind of like an entry-level Black Phantom. Probably the first one most players will encounter, unless you like do the game out of order. You do want to be careful here with getting hit. Luckily, of course, the rapier is incredibly easy to abuse. Might as well use up my last Crescent Moon. What does she drop though? Oh yeah, she drops the Black Eye Stone. The Black Eye Stone is the Red Eye Orb of this game. It allows you to invade other worlds. Not sure. I'm pretty sure that at this point in the game, only like high-level people are playing, except when there's like a Return to the Nexus event or something. Now, is there anything? Yeah, there is one more thing I need to do. And that thing is I need to explore the other end of the tower here. Because as you saw when I killed that Dragling there is something on the opposite side. And honestly, I have no fucking clue what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly run there and check out what it is. It's probably like a soul or something. I guess it's probably not a weapon because I would probably know. So yeah, let's go ahead and run. But as you saw in that Black Phantom encounter, the rapier is incredibly easy to use, just like in any Souls game. The one thing that kind of sets it back in this game is the backstep attack. Just like in Dark Souls, in the first Dark Souls, I think scimitars as well, or do scimitars have a unique moveset in this game? I actually don't think they do. Only rapiers maybe do this. But anyways, if you probably remember in Dark Souls, most the weapons you used had the kick, but some of them didn't, like the rapier class and the scimitar class. Oh, it's a silver. Shit, it is a weapon. Am I even able to use this thing? Yes I am. Wait, what is the description? A tool held in the order to use magic, given only to the magicians of Jormungandr lineage. Its unique properties increase the user's maximum MP. Normally, if you play any of the mage classes in the game, I think this is the catalyst you start with. I don't know if the actual magic power it has is any different, but it gives you more MP, and who doesn't want more MP? But it's only when you have it out, so I guess it doesn't even matter though. Is there even a difference? Magic attack, spell assist 1/7. This thing is actually stronger. Well, not gonna like pass it by then. I don't actually need that more MP because As you probably saw, you have to have it out constantly for it to be in effect. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So as you probably saw, or if you probably remember in Dark Souls, the kick attack for the scimitar and the rapier classes were different. And it's different here as well. As you can see, the rapier has this backstab, which actually was kind of a hindrance in Dark Souls because the kick was useful for several enemies. But here, even like the shield bash guard break you do is kind of useless. So it really doesn't matter like what like backstab attack or kick attack you have. That is one thing I'm glad they got rid of in Dark Souls 2. You just have the guard break and that's it. That is all you need basically. And of course, here we have the boss fight. Think I can take this guy on, or girl, no problem. I don't remember her being a particularly difficult boss. I do like this boss entrance. She doesn't look too threatening, does she? And I think if you look like right over here, another redo, it never ends. It's kind of a hint by the developers. That is one of the dev messages. That's probably not a dev message because I don't remember that being there. Hey, more Old Spice. Basically, at this point, the Fool's Idol is not hostile. So we're just gonna walk up. Ignore these guys, they are pretty much entirely harmless. You can kill them, but you might not actually want to. Oh, they're not harmless. Oh yeah, and these traps are laid around, which was... that explosion sound was... How fuck... Oh, she does attack. Weird, am I like... I don't remember her ever attacking. Fucking hell. Huh, weird. Anyways, let's go in and kill her. So yeah, you just gotta spam R1. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. And just like Gwendolyn, you can get a few attacks in. Did I get lucky? Oh yeah, I got lucky. So, just like Pinwheel, she is gonna make like copies of herself and teleport around. There are several ways to tell. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try out the S-Stock, see if it deals more damage. So that is not her. There are several ways to tell which one is the real one. First of all these draglings are going to be facing the real Fool's Idol, which is probably this one. Well, I do a little bit more damage. So they're gonna be facing the real Fool's Idol, that's one way to tell. The other way to tell is that the real one has a different magic attack. As you can see, the fake ones have that weak, like, Soul Spear or Soul Barrage spell. That is the real one. I could have actually enchanted my weapon with Turpentine, made this fight a little quicker. Probably should have done that. Just because I had the Mercury Rapier out, and the Mercury Rapier cannot be enchanted. At least I don't think. Oh shit, there's one behind me. At least I know that's not the real one. This is probably it. Yep. Yeah, just spam R1, and as you can see, she is not much of a challenge, to be honest with you. Okay, that is a real one. Oh, it's not. Damn. Oh, that is the real one. Fuck, the trap. The trap is actually pretty dangerous, as you can probably see. But we've got this. Not the most efficient way to do this, because I took a lot of damage. But it's done. So, that was the Fool's Idol. The reason I went ahead and picked up that weapon That weapon, let's just check it out, is the baby's nail. This is the weapon that Phantom was wielding, a dagger coated with plague. The blade is curved like a talon, often used by women and children for assassination. Along with various unique weapons, this one is especially sinister. Has the dagger moveset, but it inflicts plague. So, what kind of damage does it do? Never actually used any of these weapons, so that's why they're always like fascinating. So that's 24. What about the secret dagger? Oops, that was just a backstab. 38. So the secret dagger is actually stronger. What about the mercury rapier? 42. So far the mercury rapier is still my strongest weapon. So the reason I picked it up though is because once you beat the Fool's Idol and you walk up to this altar here, you initiate this cutscene that will look very familiar to anyone who's played Dark Souls. Now that I think about it, the main reason I was probably taking that much damage in that fight is because I had the fucking silver coronet on. Oh no, this one isn't like that. Because it's the crisp blade that I'm thinking of. Just thinking, was I able to wear this thing? Yeah, I was, but it doesn't look too good. How about this? That's gonna probably... Oh, it doesn't put me overweight. That is actually kind of cool. I'm actually gonna switch to the... Huh, that is awesome. That is really awesome. This is the fluted armor. So yeah, back to the cutscene. I just got distracted. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing as the transition to Anor Londo, which is kind of a cool reference they threw in there in Dark Souls 2. Nice little detail there. So yeah, back to the Nexus. I could start this level, but this level is actually pretty challenging, so probably gonna come back to it later. One of the weaknesses of this game, that's the reason I was switching around with the armor pieces and everything. One of the serious weaknesses in this game, I think, is the lack of variety in armor pieces. There are really very few armor pieces in the whole game. So getting cool fashion souls is definitely more difficult than in other games, especially since there is like male and female equipment. Okay, what do I want next? At this point, I might as well get to 18 magic. I also need more faith eventually. Dex, and let's get... think I'm like fine in terms of HP. Oh, am I out of... Yeah, I'm out of souls. Okay, good. I am gonna need a lot of stats for this weapon. The blue blood sword. But I think we'll be able to get there. By the time I actually pick up the weapon, we will definitely be there. What I also need to figure out is where to... Well, first of all, I'm gonna deposit all of this shit. And all the excess, like, items we got. So, I'm gonna get rid of the Mailbreaker, the Astug, the Claws. One wooden catalyst, one silver catalyst. The kite shield we don't need. I am gonna keep the secret dagger around for backstabs. Get rid of these 9 bolts, even though the bolts don't weigh a lot. But I will get rid of all of this extra shit. Maybe not the what you call it, the assassin set, because might switch back to that. But all of these definitely get rid of. And we can keep the rings because the rings barely weigh anything. What should I go for? I might as well put on the clever rat ring. That's like, why not? And the rest of these souls. Oh shit, can I upgrade? No, I cannot. I can upgrade the secret dagger. Let's upgrade it a little bit, since as you can see, the initial upgrades are pretty cheap. And I can get, oh, quality secret dagger as well. Need clearstone to have that. DD scaling, what does it have now? Still has a DD, even. Actually it deals more damage this way. Is that all I can do? Yes. Rest of these souls I'm gonna go ahead and spend on arrows here. Get 96.
Yep.
Okay. So we done all of that. Problem is my... I cannot have the secret dagger and the mercury rapier equipped. Oh well, that is not much of an issue. What we do need to do, however... you know what? Maybe I'll just get back to that. No, you know what? I'm gonna do it. As you probably saw, next to that guy we killed to destroy the Fool's Idol, we picked up another key, which was the Warden's Key. And the Warden's Key is a very important piece of equipment because it is the thing that's going to be used to rescue, what's his name? The magician, whose name I'm completely blanking on. Sage Frake. That's his name. So yeah, you remember him back in his cell, he was like all languished and everything. We're gonna go and get him out. And that asshole mage back in Majula, did I just say Majula? Back in the Nexus is gonna be, hopefully, very grateful towards us. I'm gonna see how this secret dagger does. It's probably gonna destroy this guy. Oh, the camera went all weird. Holy shit. This thing is suddenly doing a lot more damage. I'm still keeping the mercury rapier around. Wow, that is some serious shit. And I'm keeping the mercury rapier around because the poison is actually useful sometimes. Especially on larger enemies. Or any enemy that might outrange me with the dagger. And here we are. Hey there.
Magnificent. I never expected to get out of there alive.
Here,
My
not
name
there.
is Frake. I am known as a sage. I thought my magic would give me an edge against these demons, but how wrong I was. I have been enfeebled by my long imprisonment. But I can still move my legs, and I can make it back to the Nexus. I thank the stars that I escaped when I did. I owe you my life.
As to what this thing is, I have no fucking clue. But he does give us Jerry's Stiletto. An extremely small rapier, dagger-sized and bladeless, it is imbued with special magic. It was made by Gary, a friend of Sage Frake, the visionary who is known for his magical crafts. It steals a small amount of MP from its targets. This thing and the Crisp Blade basically work together pretty well. Or any mage that wants to use a weapon, this is a pretty good option. I mean, it has the rapier moveset. So yeah, it's all good. Now, if you look at this guy, let's see if we can get the binoculars in here. Don't really ever use the binoculars in this game, but... or brass telescope, whatever it's called. It's kind of awkward, as you can see. Now his set might seem familiar to you if you played the Crown of the... what is it called? Crown of the Ivory King, there it is. What he's wearing is essentially the Northwarder set, or the Northwarder set is based on this set. Kind of a reference back to this game. So that is kind of a cool detail they added there. Just gonna head back to the bonfire. No, I keep getting things wrong. I'm so used to saying all of these things like Majula, bonfires, all that shit. Because I keep making mistakes. So yeah, the North Warder set is basically a throwback to Sage Fake's equipment. More fresh spice, never hurts. What I do seriously need to do is get more healing items. That is something that's definitely going to be an issue when I go into the next area. So, hey, that is a nice drop. That is actually a very nice drop. How the hell did I get so lucky? What I'm seriously considering is maybe between episodes I will go to Boletaria. Boletaria is essentially the best place to farm healing grass. These other places are good for farming other types of... Am I in the wrong cell? Oh yeah, because... This is... Shit. This is it. There we go, finally. So yeah, Boletaria is the best place to farm any type of healing grass because those blue-eyed knights are there and they have the highest chance of dropping all of this shit. However, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Basically, the reason I'm doing it is because I don't want to start a new area. I want to leave this area, which is a pretty cool one, the Shrine of Storms, until the next episode. Actually, you know what? Since I'm heading to Boletaria anyways, we might as well go ahead and do Boletaria, the second area of Boletaria in the next episode. Easy area, easy boss, easy souls, why not go for it? So thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed this episode of Demon Souls, and I'll see all of you next time. Goodbye. I think actually this is looking pretty cool. Yeah, see you later.